Hi, I'm Marc, Grandmaison, Marketing Director here at Alpha Equipment. And we're pretty excited today to showcase our new rough terrain forklift. It's the JCB 950. And with me here, I have Dave Hillier, who is the branch manager in Truro. So Dave, what's the design about this machine that makes it different?
I think the key focus for JCB was the high ground clearance, but the low center of gravity. So you can pretty well run this thing in any terrain, farms, lumber yards, gravel, mud, and it's going to be safe and stable. So with that, you also have the 360-degree cabin that's fully visible to the operator at any angle. So really good ground clearance, good stability, and visibility.
Excellent. It looks like they put a lot of thought into the comfort and the operation of this machine. You even see the AC on top there, Dave.
Yeah, the cabin is quite large, very spacious cabin, and you also have an entryway door on both sides. So you can get in on the left or the right of the machine, which is key depending on the application you're working in. You might have to get on either side. But yeah, the air conditioning is a great feature to have with all the windows in there so you don't get too hot.
What's driving this machine, Dave?
So this machine is equipped with one of the most popular compact engines that JCB has. It's a JCB 4-cylinder 74 horsepower engine. It's very good on fuel, it's quiet, and it has lots of power to run this forklift. You can lift up to 11,000 pounds.
Wow.
And there's no DEF fluid. So with the 74 horsepower, you don't have to worry about the downtime with the DEF fluid.
So it's a proven engine. And how's the fuel efficiency on these machines?
These things are fuel sipping machines. You're not going to find a better machine on fuel for this application.
Okay.
Yeah.
So obviously to keep these machines going, you need to do regular maintenance on them, Dave. So how does that go with the JCB?
From regular maintenance to the daily checks, everything is very simple to do for the operator or the mechanic on this machine. Starting with your hydraulic oil checks, it's right here when you get in the machine on ground level. Everything else you need to check is underneath the engine hood here. And there's hydraulic pistons that take the weight of the engine hood. Every dipstick is right here at your fingertips. Easy to get at. You have your gearbox, you have your engine oil. Your oil fill cap is located right here. Your fluid checks, your filters are right here. Super easy to get at. And if you wanted more space, you just take a couple of these bolts out and this side panel comes off. Everything is accessible. So both panels on each side of the engine can be removed. You have your diesel fill cap right here. And once in a while, you're going to want to check, depending on the type of application you're working in. This cover comes off, just a couple twist locks. And inside you have your radiator and your condenser and your oil coolers right here to clean off and keep the debris out.
So Dave, moving out in front here, we can see that there's a pretty heavy duty forklift in front of here.
Yeah, so the forks are set for any kind of rugged job you need to do outside. It's not an indoor forklift. It's certainly meant for the outdoors and the rough terrain. So these forks can go up to 22 feet in height, lifting over 11,000 pounds. And there's an auxiliary option as well. So the forks can tilt front to back with the rack. You can side shift the rack to work the load left and right. And you can also get an auxiliary option from JCB where the forks are actuated with hydraulic cylinders. So you can divide the forks and make them wider or narrower right in the cabin instead of having to get out to do that.
What would be the applications normally for this machine? Where would you see this?
This machine you can use on farms, you can use it in lumber yards, you can use it here at the dealership level. Anything to do with rough terrain. So if you're in mud, gravel, any kind of hills, uneven ground, it's going to do a great job. So as you can see, it's a very spacious cab. There's lots of legroom, lots of arm space. 360-degree view with windows everywhere, up nice and high, away from the machine. And it's easy to get in with the grab handles and the steps. So once you get in, put your seatbelt on for safety. And the key is right here, down away from you. And right here you have a 4-speed gear selector. And this machine can go anywhere from 0 to 29 kilometers an hour, which is pretty fast for a forklift. Right at your fingertips, you have your gear selector from reverse, neutral, forward. You have your wipers and your lights over here on the right side of the column. You can also select 2-wheel, 4-wheel drive. This machine has both. And it's pretty standard. It's a traditional cabin space, which a lot of operators like. It's easy to use. There's nothing complicated about this machine. There's 4 levers over here. So your first lever would be your up and down for your forks to raise and lower. The next one would be the tilting of back and forth of the rack. The third lever will side shift your load from left to right. And if you had the auxiliary option, this would make your forks wider or more narrow right from the cabin. So the operator would not have to get out for anything. Over here you have your air conditioning or your heat. And if you don't like air conditioning, there's also a fan inside that can just blow air on you to keep you cool. Start the machine. Nice quiet machine. You know, you can hear yourself all day. You can answer a phone if you put it in park to keep the machine running. Over on the right side is your park brake lever. So again, it's a traditional park brake lever. You just push it down to release the park brake, and you would put it in gear to move. Once you're done work, put it back in neutral, lift up the park brake.